And on today's Toy Spot, we are going to be having a look at the Batman Arkham City Series 1, Wave 1 of course, which is the first wave in the series for Batman Arkham City. On today's Toy Spot, we are going to be having a look at the DC Direct Batman Arkham City Series 1 Batman Infected action figure. Now, so I didn't pick this up. My family picked it up for me, and I'm very glad because my family is actually very nice, to pick this up for me. And the first thing I heard about these figures were they were actually very cool and detailed. And perhaps I'm really happy that I did pick up the unmasked variant of Bruce Wayne as Batman, Infected. And you're not just gonna see I'm glad that DC Direct is not making 15 Batmans or more, and that they changed the color scheme a little bit more because this figure is actually very cool in my opinion, and it's not as bad as you might think it is. I mean, so don't judge the review spot. He did pick this up for about 20 or he did pick this up, so don't judge the review spot. But he did pick this up for about 20 points or something like that. He actually picked it up for about 12 or not really 12 at all. I'm sorry, you guys, if I said that. But he did pick this up at his local comic book shop, which is Comic Collectibles, by the way. And I'm not sick anymore, you guys, but he did pick this up for about $20. $20. So it's not cheap. And he did pick this up for about $20. $20. So it's not really cheap. It's kind of expensive, but still. I don't mind the unmasked Batman, but we shouldn't have any or 12 or 15 masked Batmans at all because DC Direct will actually. I really like that I did indeed purchase or pick up this figure, and I'm very impressed to say that this figure, in the least, is particularly a pretty good figure. So let's start with the detailing, as always, because these figures are gonna have better detail. So if I could zoom in the camera here to the face, you can see what it looks like. We do get a really nice head sculpt. Of course, Batman, who's infected here. If I just show you guys what he looks like, you can definitely see what he looks like without the mask. Of course, he's an infected Batman, so I think so. I'm gonna show you the head sculpt. The head sculpt is pretty cool. It has the Batman is infected and stuff, and can see that on his right side we have realistic looking veins that pop out of his head, and you can see that it's very detailed. I love the look to it. And certain head sculpts or companies, if NECA ever came up with a reason to make the Batman license, then we surely would not be getting that. But that probably won't stop NECA from ever doing a Batman license. You know what I mean by that, right? Tell me what you mean by that, because I won't actually say. And then we have a purplish substance here of his veins popping out. Kind of looks like real veins, though. I'm really quite impressed with this, sir. But it kind of looks like real veins. I'm kind of really impressed with the detail here, to say the least. Also, really nice on the Batman logo on his costume. And very nice over here on the gauntlets. They actually did a very good job displaying how the gauntlets look in the video game. And the figure here is actually pretty cool. The gauntlets are actually very nice. And you can see that there's a lot of detail put into the gauntlets. And I just love that. But so also show you guys the mask that is kind of. I'm gonna show you guys that, but okay. So let me pick up the camera. Oh, sorry, you guys, it just fell. I'm sorry about that. It doesn't stand up very well, though, because of the cape, the issues with that. But still, so here's the Batman mask, and that's resting beneath his shoulder or something. You can see he's not wearing it at all. Excuse me, guys, please. But anyways, I didn't want to do that all during this review. But still, Looks like it's resting over his shoulders, and it's not like actually going to be removable or anything, because it's like right over here. Most masked Batmans do have this kind of feature, but still, sorry guys. But anyways, most masked Batmans do have this feature, but indeed I really like that. And his hair on his head looks very good as well. Really nice metallic gold utility belt that we get with normal action figures. You can see that he has some underoos, or you can see that he, or you can, or you can see that he, or you can see that he has some underoos or underwear about over here. And the metallic sheen belt is actually a good combination. Like most figures, like the 2-packs with Batman and Two-Face from the video game, of course, Batman Arkham City. They're only at Toys R Us, so I wouldn't pick them up from there. I just picked them up from a regular comic book shop. And that's kind of the difference I noticed, because it's really cool. Then we move on to his shin guards, and I actually should say that the shin guards also look pretty cool. The shin guards definitely here on the bright side are actually very realistic and very detailed looking, all taken from the video game. And there are no problems with it whatsoever. I mean, nobody is gonna even venture out to their local comic book shop right now and say, we're just gonna look through these Batman action figures while we still have time or something. So yeah, you guys, very nice detail on the figure, and that's just really cool. And of course, every collector should have this in their own Batman Arkham City collection for sure. And if it's not for the detail, the specific detailing over here, all the color applications and the coloring is actually very good on this figure. Aside from being a bluish kind of grayish kind of color, we get a really good gray color over here, and it's not the bluish kind, because I don't like bluish colors at all. Like, if Batman's suit right now was like blue and stuff, his suit would actually never match what he wears in the, what he actually wears in those 2 video games. But still, very nice. And that's exactly like very nice, because I'm just trying to tell you guys that this is like really a statue, but still, I'm glad I picked him up, he's definitely worth it for the price. But anyways, articulation, he has a ball-jointed head, so you can turn his head up and down and side to side if you wanted to, for him to look in both ways. Also, you can move his arms the same way as you could probably with all other figures. And you can move his gauntlets, so you can pose him with those ones as well. And of course, the same articulation goes for this one. And I'm just telling you guys, there's like no articulation, the elbows or anything. But the pin and socket ones are actually very cool indeed. That's why, you have to be very extremely careful with this action figure, or otherwise it might break or something. No waist articulation, just like the other figures. But there's also articulation in the legs. You can see that they actually stretch out. If I just show you guys, they do stretch out very nicely. Also, articulation in the other leg is by far superior to the one I actually like. And then the shin guards can rotate as well. So that's pretty much it of the articulation points. Now for accessories, this Bruce Wayne Batman Infected action figure comes with, if I guys can just pose him so he stays like he's up or something. I'm just gonna put him over here. He doesn't want to stand up very well, although that seems to be so. He also comes with his cryptographic sequencer that he uses in both of the Batman Arkham Asylum video game, which I already completed. Now, if you don't know the review spot, he did complete the Batman Arkham Asylum video game, but he has no taste in another new video game for Batman. That's made, that's really the for another Batman video game that's really made just the same thing or something. That this is actually very cool. It's a cryptographic sequencer And it's a really cool tool, just in case, but it does rotate, of course. And I'm not gonna know how to open this. I don't know if it should open, you guys. I just don't know for sure. You know what? I'm gonna have to try to open it, get it open somehow. But, guys, it does open on its own. It does rotate eventually, probably just because it's a really simple tool to use. And, it's actually a very cool one. So, if you tell me if you played the games, this is a cryptographic sequencer, and it's actually very detailed. So, actually, you can also put it in his hand, so you can see that he can hold a cryptographic sequencer very well, like his tool that he uses to open doors and stuff in those games. And that's actually very cool, because he also can call Alfred on it, like say, Alfred, will you please just let me, call you on here? And, he'd say, sure, Master Wayne, whatever you say is true. Actually, it's very cool, you guys. So, and another problem here is the open-closed or the closed-fisted hand. The fist hand actually is not like a hand that can actually be used for putting the other weapons inside. It's very cool, I mean, to say the least, but I mean, if you're gonna have an open fist hand, why not mind trying to switch it out or try to swipe it with another hand or stuff. But still, it's very cool. Another thing he also comes with, like most DC Direct action figures that DC Direct makes, is he comes with, if I could stand him up, he's not going to have a difficult time standing up. He does come with a base, like most action figures do. And it's the same base. I should say he comes with a very good base indeed. Pretty cool base. I mean, most Arkham Asylum figures and most Arkham City figures, like the Batman ones, came with the same thing. But you'll notice that there are actually quite a few scratches on the base, and let's just say that Spot was very careful to open the packaging so it doesn't get ruined. Maybe this is because of the package, so lengthwise, I'll be very careful if I were you. I would never, ever open, something that really would break or something. But still, let me put him on his base. And you see that there's a peg, or it's not a peg warmer, but still, you just have a hole in his foot, so you can actually stand him on, his base. And, oh, you guys, I don't even know how to, but actually, Review Spot knows, and he's just trying to do his job here, because he's never reviewed a Batman, Arkham City figure in such a long time at all. So I bet this is his first time reviewing this thing for you guys. Now, this is Bruce Wayne, and he's pretty good on the stand. He's just like a statue, ordinarily. And it's just a very good one. Also, it's pretty good, guys, because he doesn't stand very well, so I'll just keep him on his base, for now at least. And he's better in my Batman collection, and I'm going to be collecting more and reviewing more for you guys, because since you wanted this figure review, all of you requested this figure. I should say you guys did a very good job, and thank you to the good folks at DC Direct. We now finally have an unmasked Batman. And would you just go around a comic book shop because, it would never actually happen at all? Would you come and say, I wanted this figure, and you would surely get it, Because it's quite a surprise. Quite a neat surprise, actually. Very surprising as well, at least, And these are brand new action figures. They're at our local Comic Collectibles comic book shop right now. And if I did get some more, I would be reviewing them right now for you guys. But since this is the first action figure I'm gonna review, so I'm just gonna talk about the paint applications now and the paint detail. Lengthwise, I should say the paint applications on this thing are gorgeous. I mean, they're very gorgeous, towards actually the figure being a real beauty. And you could just say for a minute, why is Spot actually calling this figure a beauty? It's because this figure actually deserves what counts as not bluish kind of color, but the gray color, which matches his underoos, his underpants over here, his underwear. And all the metallic sheens of gold on his utility belt is actually very good, very detailed. And there's a lot of detail going on to the utility belt than usual. And from the video game, you can actually tell that it's actually very detailed like that because he wears the entire suit and everything. So yeah, um, overall, I think this is an excellent figure. And if I need to give it a rating, I would give it a 7. Not a not a 9 point out of 10, but a 7 rating because it's a really pretty cool, really great action figure, a very good one indeed. And likely, in my book, this figure is actually a pretty cool figure, so that you can actually get for whoever's a Batman fan to collect in your collection or to complete it, basically. And I did see the main gameplay trailers for Batman Arkham City, and I should say it's a pretty cool game, actually. Just a brand new one, but still. It could have improved a lot better if we did get another head sculpt like this, and if we did get like the same head sculpt, well actually like a masked one, we could put it on this body, and you would do a simple head swap. You'd actually take this head off, then you'd hot glue the other head, then you'd hot glue the other head, and you would actually take it and kind of like place it on here, and that'd be a simple custom to make. So yeah, guys, I think they would have improved a little better on this, and of course, and of course they would have improved a little better on this, but still, I really like it, and it's a really cool action figure. Sorry, but it's a really cool action figure, and it's a really cool action figure to have in your collection. So yeah, guys, thank you all for watching this Toy Spot review. Make sure to stick around for more Batman Toy Spots heading your way. And as always, I will see you all guys later.